What's going on, everybody? Red Velvet's back, and we are on Powerslam Platter number 51. And I'm blessed to be in the same studio as Mr. H, the man who runs the place. That didn't rhyme at all, but
the face that runs the place.
The face that runs the place. I didn't want to get AJ Styles suing me or anything. Sure. So it's a cold day. It's going to be a cold weekend, but we got hot action coming up tomorrow night. Singleton Wrestling presents Dissension at the Clay County Fairgrounds. What's been going on?
Nothing much. Just, preparing for this. Tomorrow's our season finale, if you will. Last show of 2025. And we have a lot of things planned. Well, I'm excited for it. I always enjoy a good Singleton show. It's the fairgrounds, man. That's the home turf. That's the home base. Yeah. And if you're not doing anything tomorrow, cancel the plans and come to Singleton Wrestling Dissension. Tickets, pre-sale's done, right?
Pre-sale's done. Tickets at the door.
Yep. Tickets at the door, $15.
I should have practiced before we went live, but $15 at the door. Doors open at 5:30. Action starts at 6:30, and it's great action. We got a lot of matches lined up. If you like, you want to go through them?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it.
Well, first we got the match graphic. Well, the show graphic. He does a great job. You have a great social media art guy.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a raise. And then,
yes, he does.
We have the tag match. If you weren't at Checkmate, there was a little scuffle, if you will. I may have that still on my.
I'll tell you what. I thought those guys were going to fight right outside in the merch area.
Yeah, I have that. We
Let's go!
All I have to say is that was terrifying over there at the merch table.
Well, yeah, and I run a pretty tight ship, as you know. I don't allow that type of stuff out by anywhere the fans are, you know.
Right.
And so I immediately signed this tag team match for tonight or for tomorrow night. So it's been a couple months. I'm sure they've cooled down a little bit by now. But I don't know exactly what was said between the four of them, but they wanted to go right then, and I said, listen, I can't do this tonight. So I'm looking forward to that tag match between Brandon Day, Austin Elm, Gideon, and Robin. That's going to be a great matchup.
Four dudes. Brandon Day, I can't say enough good things about him. A huge fan of his. NWA superstar. Been on Ring of Honor. Trained by Taz. If you're a WWE fan, WCW, ECW, whatever, you know Taz. This is a student of Taz. And Austin Elm, up and coming rookie. And then Gideon Hayes. I mean, he is the champion at Benchmark Pro Wrestling. Brandon Day, his operation, and they got a lot of history there. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking forward to watching, talking, commentating the match. I don't want to be in another skirmish like that. I was just trying to make a buck, and I thought I was going to get hurt. So thank you to everybody. The security. Thank you. Good shout out to Singleton Wrestling Security. They did a fantastic job of getting it broken up pretty fast, and I'm very thankful for you guys.
Yep.
Up next, we have, please, for the love of God, let there be a new Diner Podcast champion. I don't want that turd Austin Ryan walking away with the belt. So Andre Stray, whatever it takes, man. I don't care. I'll help you if you need to.
Well, we discussed this last platter, I think, yes, when I was on here, and we talked about the fact that, yes, I'm the promoter. I promote a show, and I expect when you buy a ticket to a Singleton show that you're going to get what you were promoted to get. And we should have had a Diner Podcast Championship match at Checkmate between Austin Ryan and Andre Stray, and Austin decided to walk away and not actually compete. So I know we've talked about then kind of how I'm going to rectify that. And so he's not going to have champion's advantage.
Okay.
So if he forfeits, if he gets counted out, if he gets disqualified, he will lose the championship to Andre Stray. So he will compete or he will forfeit. And if he does something that gets him disqualified, he will also lose the championship. So I want to see an Andre Stray Austin Ryan match to the finish.
Yes.
And we didn't get that at Checkmate. So I'm looking forward to that. And if Austin can overcome Andre Stray and continue being the Diner Podcast champion, then so be it. And he will have earned it at that point.
Yes, he will have earned it. And I will have to say he is the official Diner Pod champion. If you've seen the intro video, it still says Hijo de Appalachia is the champion. I'm not changing it for Austin Ryan. If he beats Andre Stray, I will change that clip. But you have to beat the dog pound hound, pal. So you heard it. No champion's advantage. No count out advantage, no DQ, no forfeit. You lose the title no matter what. And yes, thank you for making that happen.
I'm a fair guy. Always have been.
I appreciate that. And you made an announcement earlier. There's a new title.
There is. It is it's going to change a little bit of the landscape of just the overall feeling at Signal 10. It's a big change, adding this championship. And I think it's going to open the door for even more folks to come in and compete at Signal 10. So I'm super excited. I know some of our Facebook subscribers have gotten a few little hints. They've got a few different kind of pictures of some side plates and some different things. But we will unveil that tomorrow, the actual championship, what it is, what it looks like, and how it will be awarded to the first champion. So a lot of exciting stuff for that.
I think you can give us a hint.
I think you're gonna have to wait for tomorrow.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give the people this exclusive.
I know.
Sneak peeks,
And the exclusiveness came to our Facebook subscribers. So thank you for those guys that have joined and subscribed. We give bonus content. There was a picture of me. They got posted one day last week from the last ride. That was, because someone has to hang the championship above the ring for the ladder match. So there was a behind the scene photo of me actually hanging that up there. So a lot of content that we try to get out there. But
that's what I like about you. We've differed on opinions on who our favorite superstars are and this, that, and tit for tat and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, yes, he did scale a 10-foot ladder to hang the championship belt. You don't see too many promoters doing that. I've seen this man put away the ring. He doesn't just sit in the back. He's leading the charge. And that's why we may differ in opinion, but I like working for you because that's what we get with Mr. H. Good, bad, and different. That's what we get. And I like it. Ooh, we have a comment. Oh, never mind. It wasn't a good comment. So anyway, back to the business. And now we got your squad. Now this is probably where we're going to differ in opinion. We got Carter Kaufman taking on Stella Buho. Stella Buho making her return. Faced Carter earlier in 24.
yes.
Yeah, sorry. This year has kind of gone by really fast. So hopefully Stella can end the undefeated streak of Carter Kaufman. I hope so. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Carter is undefeated for a reason. She's first and foremost, she's a very good wrestler. She understands what it takes to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be naive if I said sometimes she doesn't have a little bit of outside help. Okay.
Yeah.
We all need a little bit of help in our lives from time to time. So she knows, how to go about doing that. And we've also talked about the fact that, what's fair in wrestling is if you don't get caught doing something, then it's fair game. So, she's undefeated for a reason. She's defeated. It'd take us a little bit to go down the whole list.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she defeated Stella in the past, and this is kind of a rematch from that. And that was over a year ago. So we'll see some changes Stella's made since then, and the things that she's done to improve. And as we know, Carter is coming off of win after win after win. So we'll see how that train continues down the track.
And that's the thing is I don't like her, but I will respect the record. I mean, she's a very good worker, very good wrestler. She is in the BEA, which whatever, but I cannot take away. Yeah, you can get those at Singleton Wrestling shop at the event.
Yeah,
you have to go to the event to get the official BEA merchandise.
BEA all the way.
Okay, but back to Carter, phenomenal wrestler. She's done good things, and I can't take that away from her. She's a very good wrestler. Sorry, had to get that out. But now this one, I don't know what kind of purse strings you pulled, coat strings, whatever strings you pulled to get Donovan Cecil in the BEA, but you did it, and I commend you for doing that because what a man.
What a man. And I'm gonna do the old kind of the toot and the horn of my own, if you will. Toot. It's not very hard to get guys like Elijah and Donovan Cecil and these folks to be a part of the BEA, part of Signal 10 Wrestling, because of where we are right now. And everybody is wanting to kind of join this movement of Signal 10 Wrestling. And I don't blame them, because look at where we started in the end of 2023 and where we are now, going into the end of 2025. We've had a pretty big 2 years. Absolutely. And so, and I've said it before, I mean, week after week, I receive more and more messages from people wanting to be a part of Signal 10. So it wasn't very hard to get Donovan Cecil on board to be the big guy. The big guy of my team. So I'm looking forward. I mean, this is his first singles debut since joining the BEA. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does against Marco Modelo, who's making his debut.
Yes.
And I don't know if you saw the video from that was posted yesterday. But Elijah Eros, and we're going to get to that match, but Elijah Eros is going to defend the heavyweight championship against Big Jorge.
Okay.
And he's from Michigan. He's a champion up in Michigan. And again, I'm trying to further Signal 10, and I'm trying to make it encompass a lot of talent from all over. And so, bringing down Big Jorge from Michigan, I'm excited about showcasing that talent. Yeah. And Marco Modelo is also from Michigan. He's one of the rising stars up there as well. So I thought, why don't we put, some of these guys, these bigger name guys up in Michigan, and we'll put them against the BEA, which is one of the growing factions here in Indiana. And that's kind of how we came to that. So I am so excited to see Donovan Cecil and Marco Modelo, and then also Big Jorge, which, and honestly, Elijah made the comment in a video the other day about not being on the event poster.
Yeah, that was a huge oversight on you.
I want to address that real quick while we, I'm on with you. He was going into a 9-man ladder match at the last ride last weekend due to some weather. Some people didn't make it. It ended up being a 6-man ladder match instead of 9. But regardless, I mean, that was a tough challenge.
Absolutely.
So it's not that I didn't have faith in his ability to win the ladder match. But I would be stupid if I didn't think that he had a good chance of not. And so I couldn't put him on the flyer, not knowing if he was actually going to be the one defending it against Big Jorge tomorrow.
Right.
And I know he took he got upset about that. But at the end of the day, I have to go by what I know. And I know that Big Jorge is coming down tomorrow to challenge for the Signal 10 Heavyweight Championship. And if he wins, then he's going to be here until he loses. And that's how it works. And if Aaron Atlas would have captured the championship, or Gunnar Brave, or whoever it would have been besides Elijah, they would have been here tomorrow defending the championship. So it was not anything to do other than I couldn't put all of them on the flyer with only one of them going to be here. It's one of those things where, he can be upset all he wants and take it personally or something that I didn't have faith that he was going to retain the championship. But that is the business.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only promote who I know is going to be
Well,
there.
especially with that many superstars in one match for the title, anything can happen.
Absolutely.
So
I honestly, toward the end of that match, which is available now to our Facebook subscribers,
Better
I
get
keep plugging
subscribed.
that, but that's already live for them. I honestly thought that Ashton Adonis was going to get it.
I thought he was.
He was
and
going
I was,
up,
I was pulling for him.
and I'm like, where is Avery? I'm thinking to myself, because Avery did end up getting involved in that match, and Carter as well. And I just thought they're going to let Ashton get this championship. Which
Were you a little nervous that they were going to turn on Elijah and join Ashton?
I listen, they know Elijah, Carter, Donovan, Avery. Okay. They know their place, and they know that I'm the one that's pulling all the strings for the BEA and for Signal 10. So no, I was not worried about any of that happening. In fact, to a bigger point, I remember a couple of shows ago when we had Ashton one-on-one with Elijah for the control of the BEA. It was a great match. And Avery came out at one point, and you couldn't tell if he was going to go against Ashton, if he was going to go against Elijah. I knew.
Not a doubt in your mind.
Because I told him what to do. He knows his place because I run it.
Oh.
So, Ashton was wanting to shut down the BEA. He made that comment. If I win, the BEA is going to be no more. Well, but it's my BEA.
But it sounded like Ashton had a change of heart when he came to talk to me, because he was like, he wanted the mic, and rule one, you don't touch the mic. And he goes, so I trusted him. I was can't believe I did that. But he said, he'd done some bad things, and he acknowledged that, and he was wanting
yada yada yada. I get it. All I'm saying is, no, I was not concerned of them turning on Elijah, because they know their place. So now I was concerned though that Ashton was going to capture it.
Yeah.
And then have that guy as a champion.
I would have been okay with
that. But no, I mean, so back to tomorrow's event. The flyer does not have Elijah on it, and he can be upset with me all he wants, but at the end of the day, I really don't care, because it's not his show. It's my show. He works for me. I've put him in that position, and he is the heavyweight champion, thanks to me. So he can be upset about it if he wants to. But what's our next match?
The next one, the iced out knockout. Avery Hertz, the man who knows his place, by Mr. H, takes on Zach Nova. Zach Nova made his debut at Checkmate. Thank you, Zach Nova, for making that debut, because you saved my bacon. Because Andre Stray was so upset with Austin Ryan for ghosting him. Well, not ghosting, kind of running like a scalded dog. He was going to beat me up. He goes, you get somebody out here, or I'm going to beat you up. And so Zach Nova, you got a fan in me for life for taking that bullet for me. So Zach Nova making his return, taking on the iced out knockout. And
I'm glad he was there too. I didn't actually even get a chance to meet him until after the show, because yes, it is my show. I run everything, but I also have other people that is in charge of different things, talent and whatnot. So it was funny. I had no idea who this kid was, and I just see your life about to end. With Andre, and then this music comes on, and I'm like, who is this? And it was Zach Nova. So I mean, Zach Nova is a smaller guy compared to Andre. But yeah, we'll see how he does against Avery tomorrow.
Okay. And then in the main event, Big Jorge challenges Elijah Eros for the heavyweight title. I'm excited. So we got a little border war going on here. We got Michigan versus Indiana.
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
I don't want to say I have to root for BEA, but I got to pull for Signal 10 a little bit. But we'll see what Big Jorge brings to the table. I'm excited to see a new debut, and maybe he can dethrone Elijah. Elijah's gone. Once again, don't like Elijah. He's done very good things as an athlete, as a wrestler. Very good wrestler. Not my cup of tea as a person.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But you can't take away the fact that he is the heavyweight champion. Not only that, he just successfully defended that in a 6-man ladder match.
He did.
So, yeah, we'll see. And again, I've everyone that I bring on the show, obviously, not all of them are in championship matches as Big Jorge is, but they all have an open contract. If they can win, then they will be here for the foreseeable future. So, right. Big Jorge, I'm looking forward to the match, and I think we talked about this before about the Diner Podcast Championship.
Yeah.
And I have the same feeling with the Heavyweight Championship that regardless of which one wins, Signal 10 wins. So,
true.
Although, with that being said, Elijah is my guy, and the BEA is my people. So, I mean, we'll just leave it at that.
That's his people. So one last thing before we wrap up the show. If you watched AEW Wednesday night or Ring of Honor, there was quite a few people who has come through Signal 10 that were on that show. Former heavyweight champion Jake Oman was there with Ashton Adonis, the highlight reel, lovely Miss Larkin, Aaron Atlas, and then one guy that's not been in Signal 10, but also I've covered him, Josh Crane. I mean, just the wealth of local talent that was on that show.
I did see that.
It was very cool to see. And that's why you want to tune into these major promotions, as you will. You don't know who's going to show up. So always be watching wrestling. And that's the joy of wrestling. Anytime, any place, something like that. I'm bad with slogans, but always be watching wrestling. But Signal 10 Wrestling is where the hottest action is in this area. So do not miss out. Tomorrow night, Dissension. Doors open at 5:30. Tickets are $15 a piece. Compare that to a WWE Raw. What are you going to pay? $150, $200 a piece.
Like, if you want to sit up in the third section up, yeah.
And you get to, and at intermission, you get to talk to these wrestlers, meet these wrestlers, take a photo, buy some merch from them. You don't get that at WWE. You don't get that at AEW.
You're also going to get Pappy's Barbecue.
Pappy's Barbecue.
So that's always, and I've heard some people say, they actually look forward to the shows because they know Pappy's is going to be there, and they it's kind of like they know they don't have to worry about dinner that night, and they know they're going to get a good show. So I mean, you're talking $25 for if you don't buy your ticket ahead of time, you pay $15 at the door, $10 will get you a meal from Pappy's. Yeah. So I mean, you really can't beat that.
Where are you going to go for $25 worth and get several hours? You're getting three hours of action,
of entertainment. Yeah, plus food, and it's just it's family friendly. It's a family friendly atmosphere. You don't have to worry about crazy shenanigans going on. So that's another joy of Signal 10 Wrestling is I can bring my kids to it. They can enjoy it. They don't have to worry about getting smoked with a chair or a table or a body or anything. They can just sit and enjoy the show and have fun. So I do commend you on that. That's a very good thing that you do run. We just got to get through past this BEA. And then we're gelling like hair gel. I don't know. But anyway, any closing remarks? I'm just excited for this show tomorrow. I'm excited every show. I really am. But tomorrow, going into the last show of the year, before we head into 2026, I'm excited. I think this is going to be a big show, and there's just so many matches on there I'm looking forward to, with the tag match, and we've discussed that. I mean, tag team matches are not my favorite thing in the world, but man, this one's going to be great. Getting to see who these guys just kind of beat the heck out of each other. So I'm excited for tomorrow. And then we move into, I'm excited to unveil the championship and then how that's going to come to be, naming that first champion. There's just so many things tomorrow. And, the weather last weekend sucked.
It did.
The snow. I mean, I couldn't remember the last time we had snow in November.
Okay.
That amount. I mean, that was, I talked about that on 106.9 yesterday, when we're talking to them on the radio about last week's show. we plan these shows out so far ahead of time. This was back in February that, you know, I'm planning this show in November, the end of November. So you're talking 10 months down the road is getting planned, and you don't plan on having 4 or 5 inches of snow, even more up north where some of these people are coming from. And so, but this weekend, I don't see any more snow on the forecast. It's going to be cold, but we're indoors. So, I mean, come on out in the warmth, enjoy the show. And, I mean, just get to watch a fun, you know, 2.5 hours of wrestling.
It's good entertainment. Good. What I call it. Family friendly, hard hitting action.
I'm going to change my slogan to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, I got to thank the people that make this possible for me to do these shows. Our sponsors, Wabash Valley Plumbing, RJs Formlawear, celebrating 40 years this year, Varsity House Outfitters, and Haute Co. Also, thank you to our subscribers. Mr. H has subscribers at Singleton Wrestling. You can subscribe for 99 cents, get early access to content for him, matches, match announcements, all that stuff. You can subscribe to the Diner Pod, early access to podcasts, merch discounts, and other things. So not $2 a month, and you're getting quite a bit of entertainment and quite a bit of perks. So thank you to our subscribers we already have already. So thank you, everybody. And with that, Mr. H, I thank you for stopping by. Look forward to the show tomorrow. Can't wait to be there. And we're out of here. Keep pushing. Love y'all.